students, welcome to my new channel, new video. Okay, in this we are going to learn how to give validation to the registration form using the JavaScript. In the previous lecture we have learned about the how to give basic validation to the like email ID and password and pin code, all that things. Okay, but in this lecture we'll assign some advanced features of JavaScript, like client only can add the specific data, otherwise he or she cannot be add the data. Okay, like these kind of things we will apply it. Okay, but before we proceed we should know in the previous session what we have done. So in the previous session we have done many things, like registration form we have done, MCQs also chapter 1 done, then CSS and JavaScript also we have done in that. Okay, and in that current session we are going to learn about the JavaScript applying the registration form. If you don't know how to create the registration form, then click on this video. I have given in the link in my this video also. Okay, so watch this entire video first, and so that you can get the idea about how to create the registration form using the HTML tags. Okay, so if you don't know, then look at this my video first and then you can proceed to the next. Okay, now in this registration page we have made some changes inside that, because we have to give the proper name to each and every object. Like these are the text box, and then checkbox, radio buttons are there, text area is there, selection is there, right, selection tool is there, and submit buttons. So to assign this validation to all that, we should have a specific name. We have to apply the specific name to all of them. Okay, and it is also given into a textbook, like gender and hobby field will not be kept initially selected, it should not be selected. Okay, so what to do, we have to change them. So we have to select it and double click on that again, or you can say click on that and you can click on the buttons. Okay, and then here we will have options to how to change that particular field. Form field initially selected we have done here, but no, we are not selected here, we will deselect it. Second thing, we will create the group for both. So group name will be here given the name. So field value will be checkbox male, and the group will be for the male. Okay, similarly for if you select it and go to here and form field, then the group name will be similar because of the here it will be male, and then the field value can be the here checkbox female. Okay, so we can change it like this. Okay, so first we have changed this one. Second, we have changed the text box name also. So click here and form field, and you can see here txt f name. Similarly here txt, you can rename it. If you don't know, then txt m name for the middle name, and similarly for these we have changed by the txt l name. You can specify your name, but remember that because we are giving the validation to this file. Okay, so that's why. Then now we have to click here and then select it, and form field we have created the field name as a hobby, but initially selected field value will be here 0 similarly, and it will be not selected default. Okay, remember the field name will be the hobby here. Similarly for this then it will be hobby, field name remains same, but field value will be 1. Okay, and then for the reading again we will change it by 2, and form field will be the hobby. Okay, and if you have another one, then you can proceed, the value will be then 3, 4 up to so on. Now in this we have given the text area also. Okay, so on the text area the name will be the txt address, row will be 5 and column will be 70, but we have edited the default, right? We have advanced edit is there, and we have edited some attributes also there. Second thing, you can add more properties, and we can type initial text, but we have removed initial text from this. Okay, similarly for this selection, click on that and you can select the selection area will be here, selection list will be here. Now in this what we have done, you have added from Ahmedabad, Baroda and that things. Okay, but here we have added another thing, that will be the choose the city will be on a 0. So type here choose the city, like text will be here choose city, and value you can type here 0. Okay, similarly for the 1 you can see here, then 2, 3, 4 and 5. Got it? So it will be at the 0 position. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is called the group. Inside the city different values are there, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. okay, we can up and down also from here. Okay, this much coding we have done here. Now this is the button, submit button. As we know what to apply on that, that is, we know that submit button is there. So if you click on the submit button, okay, and then submit button, then advanced property will be there. So okay, so txt submit button is there. Okay, now click on the source. Okay, sorry, now click on the source and we'll have that buttons, submit button, name is the submit. Okay, that's all. And this is the reset button we have taken. So this is the basic part of this our registration page. Now we are going to proceed to the coding what they have asked us to do. Very first we have to set the form1.html and the method will be the post, and when we click on that, remember, when we click on that, the validation form will be called. This task we have already done in the previous lecture, so I think you know that how to do this. So here I have added this form properties here. See, we can say form properties here, registration page, form name will be registration page, and the URL will be registration.html and method will be post. And if you click advanced edit, then we can JavaScript event will be there, and when we submit this, then return validation method will be called. Remember student, which method will be there? Validate form. So if it is capital, remember the capital. If it is small, then remember the small. So better thing is that copy this thing. Okay, so and copy it, and we can go to the source, and we can create here script here, where we can create script here after the title /title. We can create here script, and we will close by /script. Remember, it will be after the /title. Okay, before and after the /title. Okay, this much thing we have done. Now we have to start the function. We have to create a function. So we have copied there, so we will type here function, and then we'll paste the function name whatever we have copied, that is validate form. But for me it is here also, so I'll copy it and paste it here. Yes, I have pasted. Done. Now what to do? We have to open the curly brace and close it. Now inside that, see, inside that we have to copy all the data which is given in a 3 text box. Okay, so we'll keep one by one. We will apply for the first variable only. Okay, so whatever given the name will be here, we will create a variable. To create a variable where we will be there, like name 1, so or x will be there, or you can take any variable name. So x is equals to, we have to copy the data. See, here it is there, whatever user entered in this, we have to copy it. Okay, and then for this we should know the text box name. So first we'll type here document. See, we'll keep here document. Remember the spelling mistake should not be there. Document dot, what to type? Document dot form name. Here form name, what is the form name? See, here form name will be registration. Okay, I have given the registration, so it will be registration. Okay, and then we'll paste it here, because I have written R capital here, that's why it is there. So whatever given inside the first text box, it will be copied and it will be stored inside the X. Okay, now before we proceed, we will only focus on the only first text box. If it is successfully working, then we'll copy for the next one. Okay, now what to do? See, now for this we will create one if condition, because if we have to check whether it is null or not. So if x is equals to null means it is different for the empty space or pipeline sign from the keyboard, or x is equals to blank space is there. Okay, if it is there, then what to do? We have to type the message here on the, we have to type the message to the screen that please enter the value from the keyboard. So we'll type here message on the keyboard, like alert message will be there. Okay, so alert message, what will type the alert message? Like we can here given that please enter the first name properly, so we'll type here please enter the first name properly, right? And after that, what to do? Our cursor should be on, focus should be on that text box. So to do this, we will document.form1, so we'll copy this one, txt dot, instead of the value we will change it by the focus. Okay, it should be focused, means what, our cursor will be blinking on that. Okay, now see, let's try to run this. Okay, because we are not going to return anything, so let's try to run this one and press F5. If you try to submit it, the see messages appear that please enter the first name properly. Okay, because of we haven't added the anything inside. Now if you add, if you type something now, then it will not display the message. Okay, so we will repeat same task for the middle name and the last name also. Okay, so what to do for that, we'll copy all that things. First we'll copy this variable name and we'll paste it, copy it, and we'll paste it here. Now change the variable name as y. Okay, and text box name will be txt, m name will be there for the middle name. Now after this I will copy this method, sorry, not method but if condition entire, and then I'll paste here, and we'll check here. Instead of x, I will check for the y is equals to null, or y is equals to empty. Then we'll send alert message that please enter the middle name properly, and after that our cursor should be focused on that, it should be focused. Okay, so that, and we have to return nothing, right? So what to do, we have to false it, we have to false nothing, return false. Similarly we will type here return false, means if it is not appearing, then it will, our cursor, our next page will be not appear. Now press F5. Okay, now trying to submit this form, please enter the first name properly. So I have to enter the first name, like here I have entered. Now again I am going to click on the submit. Now enter the middle name properly, so I have to enter the middle name. If I click here, then it will be open because I didn't apply that condition to the last name. So I will go there, inside this again. What to do, just copy this one and paste it again, then change the it will be the last name. In my whatever, whenever I done this coding, I have given the L name, text box name, so z variable is there. So again I will copy this if condition and paste it here. Now instead of y, I will change by z, and again I will change by z, and I will message please enter the last name properly, and my cursor should be focused on here last name, and here again I have to change, it should be in the middle name, right? Okay, now save it, try to run it, F5, click on the submit button, please enter the first name properly. So I will enter the first name properly. Okay, now I will try to submit it again. So please enter the middle name properly, so it will be, I have to write the middle name here. Now I will try to submit, please enter the last name properly. So I will submit the last name also. Okay, and then if I click here, it will be submitted, done. So this way we can assign this kind of coding inside this validation. Okay, before we proceed, again we will apply same logic for this text area. Okay, so I will, what to do, I will copy that thing, I will copy it, same variable, Control C, and I will paste it here. Variable name will be, I will change now area or text area or address. Variable name will be address, document.registration.txt address, text box name is address, so it will be focus. Now I will copy this again. Okay, and I will paste it here. Then I will change variable name as ADDRESS if it is null, or if same variable, see if you don't want to get an error, then try to copy this variable name whatever you have declared, so that it will minimize your error. Okay, so if it is so, then what to do, so at that case is please enter the address. Okay, and then focus should be on txt address, and return will be false. Now try to run it. So as you know, first, second, third is done, so I will keep it like this. Okay, Now I'll try to submit it. Please enter the address, right? So this way we can type something, and if it is correct, then we can submit that button. So students, for this session this much only. Next session we will solve these both checkbox and data buttons, and this selection button. Okay, so till then, thank you and bye. Hope you understood this very well. Okay, and next time we'll solve that things, but before that, like my videos, share to your friends. It is very easy understand. Okay, and if you have done this, please send to me also. Okay, thank you and bye.